So hi everyone, my name's Caroline, so welcome to this short yoga video. What I'll teach you today is a short 15 to 20 minute sequence that you can do first thing in the morning, just so that you're starting your day in the best possible way with a little bit of yoga. As we work through the class today, I may be using various props, and this may be something like a strap, or alternatively it might be something like a block. So you don't need lots and lots of equipment when you're doing this workout. The strap may be something like your dressing gown cord if you want to use that, or potentially your prop may be just a few books. So you don't need lots and lots of equipment, but it's there for you if ever you need to use it. So before we start today, we're just going to come down into a position called the child's pose. So in the child's pose, we slowly come over onto all fours. Taking your knees nice and wide and bringing your toes together, slowly bring your head down towards the floor and just close your eyes. Now soften around your jaw and soften around your face. And just give yourself a moment to arrive on the mat. So close your eyes and start taking slow breaths, both in and out through your nose. And as you breathe in deeply, so that you feel the side of your ribcage expand, and also some movement through the lower part of the back. So listen to the sound and the rhythm of your breathing. And while you're here in this position, just start to notice how you feel today. Scanning your body with your eyes closed, looking for any pockets of tension or any tightness. And as you work your way down, softening around your jaw and softening around your face. Because sometimes we can be holding tension in our body without even realizing. Give me 2 more breaths here. Then slowly release, come up onto all fours for cat-cow. Taking your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your hips in line with the knees. As you inhale, let the belly button lower down towards the floor and slowly lift your eye gaze. And then on your exhale, round out to what we call the cat pose. So we're creating a stretch across the upper part of the back. So inhale again, letting the midsection sink. And on the exhale, round out. So take all the time you need, connecting your breath with your movement. And if you find that you're feeling tightness around your shoulders, it's okay to add small movement. So just do what feels good for you. This is a great way just to start your day, to loosen off your body, to prepare you for the day ahead. Then come back to a neutral position. Inhale and send the right arm nice and high towards the ceiling, and then slowly thread the right hand underneath the right shoulder, lowering your ear and shoulder down towards the floor. Now again, breathe in deeply, so you feel movement in the lower part of your back, and release the breath slowly. So this is a great way to start to stretch around the shoulders, and just enjoy the twist through the torso. Then slowly unthread the needle and come back to your neutral position. This time lifting the left arm nice and high to really open up through the chest. And then slowly thread the needle again, lowering the left ear and shoulder blade down towards the floor. And just notice, does this side feel any different to the other? And if it does, maybe you want to spend a little longer on the tight side. But breathing in. And on the exhale, that's where we start to soften. Release. Come back to the neutral position. And again, just give me a few more cat-cows in your own time. Letting the midsection sink and rise. Connecting your breath with your movement. Then come back to a neutral position. Tuck in the toes, lift the hips nice and high,
And it's okay to have your knees bent. So sometimes in the morning when we've not done a lot of movement, we just need to gently wake up the body. So you have an option called walking the dog. So we press alternate heels up and down towards the floor. Now spread through all 10 fingers on your hands and really lengthen through your arms and let your head and neck relax completely. If after walking the dog for a few breaths, you have the range to land your heels, then please land your heels down towards the floor. Take a deep breath in and press the floor away. And on the exhale, soften around the shoulders, soften around the jaw. And if you find that your hamstrings are feeling tight, and those are the muscles at the back of your thighs, you can still do this move with bent knees, but continue to lift your sit bones nice and high towards the ceiling. Now as I breathe in, I can feel the size of my ribcage expanding, and I can feel the breath going into the lower part of my back. Then slowly from this position, walk your feet towards your hands. So take all the time that you need and bring your feet hip width apart for ragdoll pose. Catching hold of your elbows, let your head and neck just hang down completely. And just gently rock from side to side, releasing and opening up through the lower part of the spine. And again, if you suffer from lower back problems, you can interlace your hands, resting your hands on the base of the skull and bring your elbows in close towards your ears. Breathing deeply. Now from this position, placing the hands down onto the floor to a forward fold. So as we breathe in, we lift the sit bones nice and high. And on the exhale, fold the chest closer towards the floor, to your thighs. So again, you have the option of using a few bricks. So if this is too much on the hamstrings and backs of your thighs, you can place your hands on the bricks, or alternatively place your hands on the shins. Just do what feels good for you today. Now inhale, come to a halfway lift. So again with a flat back, pull shoulders back, down and away from ears and pull belly in. Now exhale, come back to a forward fold. Taking all the time you need, slowly rise up one vertebra at a time, bringing your head up last. Now roll your shoulders backwards a few times. Then roll your shoulders forwards a few times. And ground your feet down towards the floor, sitting tall and lengthening through the crown of the head. And let's start to flow, bringing your hands to heart center. Take a breath in and lift your hands nice and high. And on your exhale, fold forwards, bringing your chest down towards your thighs. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands come to shins and pull shoulders away from ears. Then exhale back to a forward fold. Now lunge back with the right leg and then the left and come to what we call a high plank. So again, pressing the floor away and really activating through your belly. Low option is to lower your knees down to the floor and uncurl your toes. Then slowly lower your chest and chin down towards the floor, scooping the chest forwards. And again, you have the option of bringing your hands slightly further forwards now. Lift your chest and draw your ribs towards me and slide the shoulders away from ears. And just feel the opening around the front of the chest. Lower your chest down, placing your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes and come back to your downward facing dog. And again, if your legs are still a little bit sleepy today, you can press alternate heels up and down towards the floor, or just hold your dog. Breathe in fully and press the arms away. And on the exhale, wrapping your shoulders underneath your armpits, letting the head and neck relax completely. Give me one more big breath here. Then lift your eye gaze, either step or float to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. hands on shins. Exhale, down into forward fold. Inhale to rise, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to high plank. So step it back, one leg then the other. Then lower down to low plank, keeping the elbows pulled in nice and close. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Now exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Full breath in here and release your breath fully. Breathe in deeply and relax your breath. Then lift your eye gaze, either step or walk to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands come to your shins. Exhale down into forward fold. Inhale to rise, reach up with both hands. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to rise up. And exhale, come down to forward fold. Now this time, come to a halfway lift. Hands towards your shins. And bend both knees, reaching up and sending the sit bones down towards the floor. As you breathe in, lift through the chest. And on the exhale, come down a little deeper. And you may notice this in your thighs and feel your legs waking up. Release into forward fold. Now step back with one foot, then the other, and come to a high plank. Lower the knees to the floor. Come down into your low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Now exhale, push back into child's pose this time. So bringing your chest down towards the floor. Relaxing around your shoulders and relaxing around your face. And just give yourself a moment here. Breathe in deeply. Coming back onto all fours. So let's start to wrap up the practice the way that we started. Hands underneath the shoulders now and come to your cat-cow. Just gently rounding out through the spine and letting the midsection sink. And again, adding any movements around your shoulders. Just doing what feels good for you. Then ease yourself back to a seated position. Gently laying down on your back. And just place your back down onto the floor. Now this time, bring your right knee or any leg you like in towards your chest. And reach the leg up nice and high towards the ceiling. And slowly ease the leg in towards your thighs. And it's okay if you can't bring your legs all the way in, just take it to where you feel it. So you may want to place your hands on your thighs or further up your calves, but keeping the head and neck relaxed down completely. Then release, place the foot onto the floor. Doing the same with the other leg. Ease the knee in and then send the leg nice and high. So we feel a stretch down the hamstring, the back of the leg. So you can, if you can't reach your thighs, you can use your dressing gown strap or your strap to help bring your legs in a little closer. And then bend the knees. Place them on the floor and take your arms out nice and wide. Bringing your knees in towards your chest. Take both knees to one side and just take your eye gaze in the other direction. And just enjoy the stretch around the lower back and through the torso. Option, if you want more, is to extend the top leg and see where the leg wants to go. Bending the knees, bring it back to center. Slowly take it to the other side. Grounding down through the shoulders and just gently turning your eye gaze away from your legs. Again, the option is to extend the top leg, pressing shoulder blades down towards the floor and just enjoying the twist through the body. Bending both knees. center. Then slowly lower your legs down towards the floor, extending your legs out and bringing your arms down by your sides. And just close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and releasing the breath back through the nose. Feeling the rise and fall of your belly. Now slowly bring your knees towards your chest and just thank your body for all the work that it's just done in this short practice. Then roll over to one side and just give yourself a moment. Slowly placing the hands on the floor, bring yourself back to a seated position. Crossing the legs and grounding down through the sit bones. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Bringing your hands to heart center. Bowing your head down. Namaste.